Alright, here you go, baby. 2017 Durango RT Blacktop Edition. This car here has the 5.7 Magnum V8 Hemi motor. It's got the Blacktop package, which comes with the 20-inch black wheels and the blacked out grille and a lot of the blacked out paneling that would normally come chrome in a Citadel and one of the other limiteds, other Durangos. This vehicle is equipped with the captain's chairs in the second row instead of the three-person bench. There is no center console in this vehicle because I didn't want the center console. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and open the back door first. In the back here, you can see, sorry for the lighting and everything, but you can see the red leather captain chairs. You can see this is normally where the center console would go, and that's deleted. There's a third row folded down. I usually keep it like that for my own purposes. I need more storage than people carrying. I only have 2 children. This car works perfectly for anybody with 2 children. There's more than enough space. Power tailgate that comes up on its own. And it comes with this retractable cover. The cover is adjustable. You can also bring it up here and cover this area right here. Hold on one second. Yeah, when you have it all the way back there, the seatbelt gets a little bit in the way when you're trying to close it. And then you have your power button here. And that brings the tailgate back down on its own. This vehicle has parking sensors, backup camera, dual exhaust. It's a Blacktop RT, as you can see. The vehicle's stickered at $49,000. But I purchased the vehicle during a time when Dodge, the fact it was actually giving incentives on these, I believe it was because they were trying to make space for the new SRTs. So they had an overstock of these. There's a door panel, very nice. Again, I've said it in the past, I think leather arm supports on doors should just be mandatory because that's one of the things you touch the most in a vehicle. It's got the Beats audio system. These are heated and cooled front seats, both, and they have the RT stitching in them, as you can see there. It's very good quality. It also has the black stitching in the leather seats all the way up, and there's a view from the front there. There are overhead HVAC vents and controls, which is very minivan-like and is very, very convenient when you have children. Basically, one of the main reasons being is that when you have children, usually you have one child that's warm, one child that's cold, so on and so forth. And when you experience that, it's nice to know that they can adjust it themselves while you're still trying to drive, concentrate, pay attention to the navigation, put Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber on, whatever it is they like, you know? So you get around into the inside of the vehicle, and again, let me show you this driver's door. Same kind of panel, basically, very nice. Family finishings. I mean, it's not a high-end vehicle, so you know, for what it's doing, from what I understand, these switches are in the new Maserati Ghibli. So hey, you got Maserati door switches, you know what I mean? But basically, you got Beats here again in the door. Sound system is very nice, good enough for anybody with a family. You got memory seats here. Steering wheel. Dodge definitely hit it out of the park with the steering wheels. They're nice and chunky. They feel substantial. I have all the phone controls here. You got all your other screen navigation controls here. Here I just have the regular cruise control. I didn't get the adaptive cruise control, and I'll show you why. Okay, so originally this is a 2017 Durango Blacktop all-wheel drive. So the original sticker was 44 base, 44,695. And out the door was 49,965 on this vehicle here. And here you see it has the optional equipment. You got Blacktop package, gloss black, grill, so on and so forth. These are all the extra things. Okay, third row mini console, floor mat, all that good stuff. So I got that console floor mat because it gives you the cup holders in the bottom, and I don't have to worry about any of the other stuff, my kids stepping over it to get into the back. So that's one of the key things that made me choose this vehicle right here, is that interior wise it's basically like a minivan, and my wife is not a big fan of minivans. I like minivans. I get a lot of stuff done with minivans. I feel minivans are very convenient for families, but if I had to choose between this and a minivan, I'd take this all day, because this thing is amazing, sounds great, drives hard, does all the things you would want a car to do. So, let me just see where, okay, let me get in the back here. So, okay, here you have a control to open the tailgate, and that will open the tailgate in the back here automatically, which again is nice. When you pull up, you can do what you gotta do, and you don't even have to get out of the car, especially if it's raining or bad weather, especially here in New York. Pardon me, the train over here, the 7 train going through. So you can see we're really out here, and we really got this car out here. Probably heard some of the cold starts, but it won't do it with the gate up. So, and the front and the driver's door open. Yeah, so pretty smart Dodge. Good job. You're driving your kids to school. I don't know too many minivans that sound like that. Well, there's that one guy out there got like the 1,000 horsepower Honda Odyssey turbo. That thing is sick, but yeah, my wife can't drive stick, so we can't have that. So now you have the paddle shifters in here also. I'll show you up close the dashboard here. So you got the dashboard is here, you got the active remote start button, telling me to push the start button, which I'll do here. And that just because it's push to start or keyless entry in this vehicle. Tells you what gear you're in. On the left side there, you can scroll through and see the different screens. You know, one of the main things I like about this car is the sport button. It's not a track button, it's not an SRT button, but it's still a sport button, and I can feel the difference in the vehicle. The mapping on the gas pedal and the steering gets heavier. It really is a little bit sportier. Granted, it's not an SRT button, it's not a track button, it's none of those other buttons that really ramp up the horsepower in the vehicle. But as a dad, to know, even if it just went on and off, it's just nice to feel that there's something there that could potentially maybe be a little bit more riskier and make you feel like you're getting more out of the car. Down here, you got all your entertainment stuff. You got the big 8.4 screen. You know what I mean? You got this car here is equipped with the locking differential, so it does have a low range in case you're towing or you're stuck in snow, mud. I'm sure it's not, you're not going to be rock climbing with it, but it's nice to know it's got a low range. In New York, we do get mad blizzards here. We get a ton of snow dropped on us overnight. You have the sunglass holder up here, which wifey loves. She took that over immediately. The sunroof is nice. I had a panoramic roof in some of my other cars. I like this little one better than the panoramic personally. That's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion on these things. Up here you got the garage control, and yeah, basically the only thing this vehicle's missing is this here, the adaptive cruise in here. Okay, you got the rear entertainment on the seats that I didn't get because my kids get car sick, and we don't really ever drive anywhere that far unless we're going on a road trip. You got good sun visors here. I mean, you can definitely tell Mercedes-Benz had their hand in a couple of things here in this vehicle. The steering wheel's cool. I like the fact that they kept this little Dodge here, whatever. Again, it's not an SRT, it's not the Hellcat, it's not any of these, but it still has that presence and it still has that feeling. And it's a family car, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're taking your family places in this car. So if you have to compromise and you need all-wheel drive, you need a large vehicle, and you're not sold on some of the designs and some of the expenses. I mean, I got this vehicle at the end of the day, after all the incentives and corporate discount that I got it for $41,000. That's $8,000 cheaper than an Explorer Sport, than a ton of other cars that I looked at. The MDX, the Highlander, leases, finance, all different options I looked at. For $430 a month, I'm leasing this vehicle for 36 months with 12,000 miles a year. It was supposed to be 10,000, but the incentive was so good from Chrysler, they actually were throwing in another 2,000 miles. So I would say if you're out there in the market for a Hemi, definitely wait. They do give out specific to the V8 additions, crazy incentives, crazy packages, crazy deals. And when you get these cars at those crazy deals, I mean, it knocks every other car at the box. The next closest car to this car stickers at about $49,000, and this one, the cap cost on the lease was $41,000. And a lot of people don't think that's important to negotiate into your lease, but it's very important to negotiate into your lease right when you start. You don't accept the MSRP, you negotiate for a better price, because that price is going to be cap cost, and off that cap cost your lease is going to be based. So the lower you get that number, the lower your lease payment should be. I hope this helps you decide whether you like the Dodge Durango RT Blacktop. I will be coming in the future with some more videos. I'm going to try to get better at this. I'm just starting out. My iPhone is crap, it's broken, and that's why you got like this funny little glare, you know what I mean? So when I do that, all of a sudden everything looks great, right? All right, so hopefully this gives you an idea, at least if you're out there looking in the market for this type of car. And yeah, look for more in the future. Give you a quick little revs.